Hi, thanks for returning to Hearts Wide Open. Where we tune in, listen to Spirit, keep our hearts wide open. Serenity's on the bottom of the deck. Spirit often speaks to me through lyrics and songs. And randomly, the song came in, Rock the Boat. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Oh, we got an ant. Not an uncle, we had an ant. Okay, so what I was feeling was that I'm tapped into a couple's energy, or there's a message that wants to come through for the collective around you. Maybe not always, you're afraid to rock the boat. That's an expression. You don't want to create the waves. It's very stormy out. It's interesting. I just ran from the house and it's starting to rain, and the waves, I'm seeing white caps. So, there's a boat coming in. So rock the boat. It's okay to rock the boat, I'm feeling, is the message. And I feel like I came out and lit candles and burned some sage, and I'm picking from the emotional card first because I always like to get an overarching emotion around this. But the deck I want to use is the Witching Hour. So I think you are somebody really learning to embrace your gifts, that you have been recently activated. Here's the card. Resistance. You've recently been activated with something you've been resisting like your whole life. And with this transformation and these activations, your field, your frequency, whatever you want to call your vibration, your actions, your outlook, everything, your perspective is changing. And you're sharing this with your partner, or he's witnessing this, and maybe somebody's a little uncomfortable. It's just kind of the vibe I'm getting. I don't know why I'm really called to share. I don't have a lot of huge crystals. This is a special rose quartz. Selenite is very cleansing for your crystals in your field. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the Witching Hour, and if this does call to you, if this resonates, then hopefully there's a message that Spirit's giving us that will help you. The group, I had to look it up. I haven't heard that song in ages, so I don't know why it came in, other than, for this message. And there's also feeling that you don't have to tip the boat over. You could rock the boat gently. As a metaphor for, you can be gentle with your expressions so that it doesn't completely capsize the relationship, so to speak. Man, that was a vulture. That just flew over. I'm pretty sure that was not a raven. That was a vulture. Turkey vulture. Interesting. Okay. First we got Mud and Moss. She's curled up, fetal position, naked, stagnation. And this is how you felt in the past, maybe. You may be even still going through this. I see fireflies in the background. I just did a reading about fireflies. Fireflies don't shine so bright when someone tries to dim their light. Okay, this almost feels like a continuation to that reading. About maybe speaking, I can't remember what the title was, but you might see that on my channel if this is strongly resonating, calling to you. Okay, the other card that came out is the Solitary Witch. I gotta watch these cards. Nothing bad is showing. Heal yourself first. So you've been healing yourself, and because you've been healing and purifying and getting to, I'm hearing the root, the main root of who you are and what your mission is, what your purpose is here, you're not gonna resist any further. And you're speaking out. You're speaking to your partner, and you're almost, I'm getting this vibe. I think this is called a Super 7. I also moved this crystal ball in front of me. Spirit asked me to. I don't know if I'm going to see some scrying in it. Okay, I'm a little all over the place there. Sorry for the distractions and the side notes, but I'm just, lots coming in. There's a lot of energy. This is a very fast, fiery energy. Okay, let's see what the tarot goes forward. Okay, so I gotta take a breath. This is very, very fast moving energy. So maybe your cards are falling out as I went to shuffle. It's the Eight of Wands. Can't make this up. Woo! Eight of Wands. Fast action. Fast acting. This is a fast acting. Fast action. Okay. Let's just see what else came out, because a couple cards came out. Knight of Swords. There's your communication coming in really strong and really fast. You don't want to, maybe you do want to tip the boat over. I don't know. That's up to you. But if you do too much too soon and you're so strong with this fire, it's like I just saw a dragon coming in, you know, like Game of Thrones, this dragon coming in with Daenerys on it. You may burn somebody, you know. Either way, there's the Hierophant, learning, training. Let me read this one. Understand your higher beliefs, values, and personal boundaries. Yeah, that's relevant right there. And however you decide to move forward with this, you're going to be victorious because you know who you are now. You know your power. I'm just feeling this is a very divine, powerful, intuitive goddess. I'm going to call you a very strong feminine. Now, you could also be a masculine with a very strong feminine essence. We all have masculine, feminine. Okay, well, Three of Swords came out. I don't know if some grief, I just heard brought you to your knees. You know when you have like a low moment or you hit rock bottom, and it's not exactly that, but something may have brought you to your knees. And I'm actually seeing like prayer that helped you reveal who you are so that you'll stop resisting. Because I think when we resist who we are, what our calling is, what our special, you know, we're all I like to look at it as facets of one beautiful stone as a metaphor. Excuse me one second. I gotta take a sip here. I lost my train of thought. When we resist what we are really called to do, I feel the universe, and I'm experiencing this, the universe keeps sending us different events to bring us to a breaking point so that we can break through and become all that we're meant to be. Be all that you can, be all that you're, what is that? That felt like the military slogan. Is that the Army? I don't know if that's relevant to anything here. Be all you can be. All right, card just kind of popped up. Page of Cups, inner child energy. I think you've always kind of dreamt, maybe as a little girl or a little boy, what you want to be, but everything kept shifting in your life and it didn't happen. So now is the time. Okay, do we have any further advice for the viewer, Spirit? I keep wanting to shuffle. Shuffle keeps mixing it up. Keep mixing it up. I feel like there's an energy of stages that have just, like you're just going through these gears. I'm feeling it like gears, like, okay, they've done that, they've done that, they've done that. We're almost there. Like you're climbing, ascending really fast. Okay, is there any other, I'm hearing recommendations or advice for clarity on this. What do we need to know in this now moment? The Emperor. The Emperor. Emperor leads. The Emperor delegates. We got the Emperor with Six of Swords, a healing journey, moving forward. It's interesting, I said the Emperor delegates, like he's not necessarily, he's leading, but is he doing the work himself? Is he, there's something with that. Is your partner, I don't know, there's something with the energy of this with your partner, with your counterpart right now. And I say right now because I don't know the outcome. Can we get some outcome? Can we get some outcome? Can we get some, let's get an outcome. Let's get an outcome. What is the outcome of the relationship? And, okay. Reunion, celebration, 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups, that's good. So I think the advice here, like from the lyrics of the song, is rock the boat. It's saying don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. It's a relation. It's basically about a relationship. He doesn't want everything to change. He doesn't want it to be stormy. You know, don't rock the boat. Let's just keep it. We've weathered the storms. We're doing good. Let's just settle down. Let's not change anything. And you're changing. We're growing. That's what we're meant to do. It drives me crazy when people say you've changed or that person changed. Well, hello. That's why we're here, is to grow, to expand. Things are going to change in our lives, right? You don't want, this is stagnation. We don't want to be stagnant. I'm worried about showing that picture. I feel like there's something there in those trees. They almost look like kelp. And I was talking about the stormy seas. Maybe you relate to mermaid energy like me. I've got my mermaid witch back here. Okay. Any final advice? I just heard no. Pick an oracle. Okay. Okay. Since we're talking about the sea, Lemuria, beyond the Lemuria, and it's right in front of me. So it called, let's just end on a final note. I hope something is making sense in here. I just shuffled those. Remember I said I mixed it up? I keep shuffling and mixing things up. This happened recently. There's cards going both directions. So there's people seeing things differently. And that's kind of the point of this reading. Or somebody's rocking the boat because they're seeing things differently now. And this is confirming of that. She of the Lotus is just the top card. I'm going to read this because I'm feeling like a lotus opening up with your crown chakra. Everything opening up for you, that this is relevant. Okay. If there is a way to fast track growth, it is by being real with the shadowy or unloved parts of ourselves. Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity can be a trigger that shows us where we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Excuse me. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness in self-love. Peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear and bring them into the daylight. Under a loving and compassionate light, they will resolve and re-assimilate, reminding us that on the flip side of the coin, or the boat, these are our superpowers. This is what you've been doing. This is what you've done. And I think your partner may need to look a little bit to adapt to the stormy seas, to navigate like a sailor. I don't know why I'm going so into metaphors. Maybe he is a sailor. Maybe I don't know. Freedom's the next card, and shine your light. So be you. If you need to rock the boat, rock it gently. And trust in whatever the outcome is. But honor yourself. No more abandoning yourself and who you are. Be true to yourself. So, okay. Thank you so much.